Now we'll look at the Skin Surface tool. First, we draw a couple of curves. The Skin Surface tool works only on freestanding curves. They can be open or closed, and there's no limit on quantity, but they can't be part of a surface, and there's no undo function. Click the skin icon, and the title bar prompts you to choose successive curves. In this example, the curves have created a nice flat NURBS patch. We can then select and edit each ISO curve of the patch now that the patch edit tools are available. If we right-click one of the original curves to enter curve edit mode, you'll see that the first drawn point is selected, showing that the curves are in the same direction. Let's draw them in opposite directions so we can see that skinning them will twist the resulting patch. If you're using the polygon draw tools to create closed curves, make sure that you draw them all in a similar motion, clockwise or counterclockwise. Curves don't have to be two-dimensional, of course. Let's load some 3D curves and look at their orientation. We'll select these from the tutorial library. The skin surface will smoothly follow the Z-axis, which is perpendicular to each draw panel. It will create a nice smooth curving surface. Right-click the Skin Surface tool to open both the Patch Options and the Skin Options panels. The default setting for Skin is simpler, which is fine in most cases. We'll skin these from bottom to top. We'll move this off to the side and insert the same curves again to skin using Better. You can see that there are more ISO curves created and a corresponding increase in surface detail. The simpler setting can make later patch editing easier, while the better setting might be used for more completed surfaces. You may also want to see how the options affect UV mapping of textured surfaces. The library system makes it easy to test both ways and compare results, as you can see in this example. Better shows more defined curves, and the map has to change position to cover them. The patch options were covered in a separate tutorial. You can view the patch mesh or both, and you can control the level of detail shown in the real-time display. When you first start skinning curves, you'll probably set them up in a linear sequence, as in constructing a boat hull or character limb. There's a lot more power in visualizing the surface created when skinning out of order. Experiment and you'll get used to anticipating the resulting surface. We're also able to construct flat NURBS patches and use them as you might in polygonal modeling. Let's skin two curves drawn on the grid. You can see that it's a perfectly flat surface. We'll copy one, raise it up a bit, and use the Curves library again to save precisely positioned source curves, which we can then use to connect the two surfaces. Unlike using the Blend or Stitch tool, this method creates a separate patch without construction history. Using Skin, you'll have to glue it all together when you're done. You can use a combination of the Blend and Convert to Plain Patch tool to accomplish the same result.